What's going on, everyone? It's Boz from CrossFit Diehard here. Yesterday, we talked about the three-pillar system that's going to ensure you get results. Those three pillars, if you missed it, are training or exercise, nutrition, and accountability. And we kind of did a brief overview yesterday. Today, I want to talk about the first one, which is actually training and exercise, and what actually is going to count as a workout for you, right? Or what counts as exercise. I meet with a lot of people and have met with a lot of people over the years, and we start talking about, what they're currently doing for exercise. And I get a lot of things sometimes like I park far away at the store, so I walk a little bit farther. I go for walks on the beach. I, casually do yoga while I'm watching TV. Anything like that, right? Does that count as a workout? Okay. Now, the answer is kind of maybe twofold. Maybe for someone, if you're extremely, extremely obese and overweight, super out of shape, a good place to start is just walking, right? But if you are, in decent shape or, you're not extremely out of shape or overweight, probably just taking a walk is going to be more restorative than an actual workout itself, right? And how much you work out influences this answer too, right? If you go and do a nice relaxing yoga session, say, oh, I worked out, not really, right? It might be kind of like a workout, but again, it might be more restorative than anything else. So what I typically like to see from my clients and from people in general, we're talking about what is a workout and how often to work out. I think the minimum effective dose, honestly, with, all things being equal, is 3 days a week. And that's not 3 days a week of playing tennis one day, doing yoga one day, and doing some light weights on the third day. I like to see, very strategic sessions, where you're doing actual workouts and exercise, and then those other things can be added in on top of that. So resistance training has been shown to have so many benefits. Resistance training means either lifting weights or, using heavy bands, or you can even use body weight for resistance, but, mainly lifting some kind of weights. It's not like bodybuilding stuff. It's more, it can be bodybuilding stuff, but what we look for is mainly total body movement. So squats, presses, pushes, pulls, deadlifts, kettlebell swings, things that recruit a lot of muscles that you don't have to spend all day in the gym, right? You don't have to spend 2 hours doing a workout. You can get quick bang for your buck. Resistance training, endurance training, or cardiovascular training. So things like running, rowing, jump roping, burpees, box jumping, swimming, any kind of cardiovascular thing that's really going to work your heart. And one of the coolest things about CrossFit is that these workouts tend to blend them all together, and you kind of do get some resistance training at the same time as you get cardiovascular training, which makes it a highly efficient way to work out. If you've never tried it or never done like a HIIT class or never done anything where it's blended together, you don't have to spend 2 hours. You don't have to do, an hour of weights and an hour of cardio and then, whatever else you're used to. You kind of blend it all together, and in 10 to 20 minutes, you can get a really awesome workout. Okay, so what counts as a workout? My general rule, and something I like to think of, especially if you're only doing like 2-3 days a week, did you get uncomfortable? There's an old saying, it says it doesn't start to count until it starts to hurt. Hurt doesn't mean in a bad way hurt. It means like you're getting uncomfortable, you're getting out of your comfort zone. It's not easy anymore. So if you are doing a workout and you're given, if you're going for a light jog, if you jog lightly for 10 minutes where you barely break a sweat, it was never difficult, the pace was never hard, you never push yourself, that's going to be more like an active recovery than an actual workout, right? If you were to do 20 minutes of jogging at an easy pace, or if you were to do, a 100-meter sprint every 2 minutes for 20 minutes, you're gonna get a way better workout, a tougher workout. You're gonna build, more you're gonna boost your cardiovascular capacity a lot more. You're gonna build heart strength. You're gonna actually build muscle while doing those kind of sprints versus that slow jogging, right? So you know, it doesn't start to count until it starts to hurt. That's kind of a, you know, something you can think about. Or, you know, if it's weights, if you always do like the super light dumbbells that are easy and they're not hard, and you do a set of 10, but you could have done a set of 30, or you do, you know, something like that, that doesn't really count that much either. Now, is it better than nothing? Sure, it's better than nothing. But if we're actually trying to get real results in a shorter amount of time, you actually have to put in some effort, right? Nothing works unless you do, okay? If you go to the gym and just go through the motions, yeah, the hardest part is showing up, but when you show up, you also have to put out. If you don't put out, your results are going to be limited. Now, yeah, when you start in the beginning and you just show up, you'll get some decent results. But after a little while, if you show up and just, you never go heavier than an empty bar, or you never, you know, do more than the 10 or 15 pound dumbbells, never push it to the next level, you're going to get stuck. Okay. So start thinking about this. You know, if you're wondering how often should I work out, you know, 3 workouts per week where you actually push yourself and start to push your limits safely, of course, that is going to be the minimum. All right, 1 to 2 times, not really. Parking farther away at the grocery store, that's all good and that's well and good, but it's not going to give you real results. It's not going to extend your life. It's not going to help you, you know, play with your grandkids. It's not going to work, right? You need to actually push yourself and do something that's challenging to count it as a workout. Okay, and that can be in anything. If you're swimming, that's cool. If you know, there's a lot of yoga that's really hard. Okay, I'm not knocking on yoga or swimming or jogging, but whatever you do, it has to challenge you. It has to push you to be considered an actual workout. Now, this is not to say that restorative active recovery doesn't have its place, because it absolutely does. But if you do no workouts a week that push you, and 3 active workouts or 3 active recovery workouts, and you don't do anything for 4 days, that's not going to get you results, plain and simple. You know, somebody might tell you that, not going to happen. All right. So 3 harder workouts where you actually push yourself, preferably with resistance training, preferably cardiovascular, preferably a hybrid of both. I've found that I've done all kinds of training, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit, HIIT, Orange Theory. I've done it all. I found that CrossFit is the most efficient way because, you know, 10, 15 minutes and you're gassed, and you don't have to spend 2 hours like I used to, right? I put in the 14 to 20 hour weeks. I've done the fasted cardio. I've done the 2-a-days. You don't have to do that, right? You do not have to do that. Heather says, I've been doing yoga and it's kicking my ass. That's awesome, right? If it's kicking your ass, that is great. That's what I'm talking about. That's the whole point. What counts as a workout is something that pushes and challenges you, okay? Something that pushes you and challenges you, preferably a variety with strength training, with body weight training, with cardiovascular training, you know, whatever you can do to help push yourself those 3 times a week. And then, you know, long walks on the beach, great. Casual bike rides, great. Added on top of that, great. You know, so that's going to be what counts as a workout, guys. We have tons of free workouts on our YouTube channel and on our website, our Free Workout Wednesday. We do have a free Facebook group called the World's Fittest Beach, Daytona Beach, that you can join. You can, if you need more help, you know, come check us out, CrossFitDieHard.com/intro. Or CrossFitDieHard.com with the contact form. If you found this helpful, that's awesome. If you got this far and you still need some more help, send me an email, CrossFitDieHard.com, contact us, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. All right, tomorrow we're going to talk about pillar number 2, which is nutrition. Hope to see you guys then.